Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to Trivia Night. I am thankful that you guys were able to join me. Sorry for the delay. The kids went to bed a little bit later than I anticipated, so I have to apologize to you guys for that, but it is good to see all of you guys here. I think there's 11 people that are in the chat right now, so it is good to see each and every one of you. In just a moment, we will get to the rules for tonight, which I have some announcements. If you are international, we are also going to take a look at the books that are going to be up for a giveaway tonight. So if you haven't had a chance to go to my Instagram page, just hold on because I'm going to show you the books. We're going to show the numbers for those books. So if you happen to be one of tonight's 8 winners, you will know the number that you need to call out so that I can set those books to the side for you. So the first thing I want to do is to take a look to see who's here in the chat, and then we will get started momentarily. So let me scroll up to see who is all here. Beast Mode 29 Gaming Players is here. He is the first one in the chat. Welcome to you, brother. I don't know that I've seen your name before, but welcome to the live stream, and certainly welcome to Trivia. Wingnut is here. Tracy is best. How you doing, brother? White Whale Comics is in the house. Brett Hess Art, it is good to see you. Mr. Roboto is here. Who else? Is Bake the Snake. I just followed you on Instagram earlier today. Welcome, brother. Tony Trebetta, it's good to see you. Marvel Joe is here. I love signed comics. I can't believe you are awake, brother. I'm glad to see you because I know that you are, I think you're in another country, another time zone. Definitely, it is good to see you. I love signed comics. Aaron Jones is here. It's good to see you. Metarog is in the house. Nerd versus Fat. And I think that is it. So there are a lot of new people here. It is good to see you guys. The channel has been growing tremendously over the last couple of weeks and months. So there's a lot of new faces here, and definitely good to see you guys. Oh, you're in Texas. Got it. Texas. I thought it was another country. I apologize for that. I knew it was a different time zone based upon your message to me earlier today. So it's definitely good to see you. So we're going to get started here momentarily. We're going to kind of stretch this out just a little bit so more folks can actually join us, because I want to give everyone an opportunity to be part of Trivia Night. I will tell you, I also have a really special announcement coming up. If things go the way that I think they will go, we will have a huge influx of books to give away as part of Trivia Night, and I anticipate they're going to be some pretty awesome books. It's going to be one of those things where I sometimes get an opportunity to do something really cool, and people like to allow me to share the experience with other people. So stay tuned. My hope is that in the next week and a half, I will be able to make a really special announcement for you guys. So one of the things that I did want to talk about for tonight is we are going to do something slightly different. When I did my 1,000 subscriber appreciation contest, I actually allowed everyone to participate around the world. And through PayPal, I was able to actually send people money regardless of where they lived. And I avoided having to pay for shipping and handling. So what I want to do is, if you are international and you are participating in tonight's Trivia Night, what I'm going to do is, if you answer a question correctly and win, I'm going to transfer to you tonight, if you send me your PayPal email address, money. No book, but I will send you money, and hopefully you can actually go out and buy your own comic books. So this is only for people outside of the United States. If you win, I will transmit over to you, let's say 10 bucks. 10 bucks, because that's basically the cost of 2 books plus postage. 10 bucks, and whatever your local currency is, I will send that over to PayPal. And I think this allows this Trivia Night to be a little bit more inclusive than restricting it only to people here in the United States. So hopefully you guys welcome that, and hopefully it gives you an opportunity to still participate and still be able to win. So I thought that was a pretty good compromise. So Backseat Driver is here. Sorry that you cannot stay, but it is good to see you, brother. I appreciate it. Backseat Driver, has literally been binging on my videos for like the last 2 days. He has been commenting nonstop on videos. I absolutely appreciate the support, brother. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for commenting. I know that you've been out serving, and so I thank you for catching up with all those videos. Love the comment. Oh, Truman Fink says he likes the comics in the background. So, brother, believe it or not, as I glance back there at those books, when I started 2018, I don't think I owned one of those comics, except for the New Mutants. The New Mutants, I think, is the only book back there that I owned at the start of this year. And I was actually thinking about that, how much my collection has grown. And I started to think about it because of Thanksgiving and wanting to maybe record a video for Thanksgiving to show thanks or to acknowledge the people that have helped my channel to grow, which is all of you guys. And I started thinking about just how much I have to be thankful for. And I was actually reflecting upon that wall behind me. I did not own any of those books except for one at the beginning of this year. So definitely I'm thankful, but thank you for acknowledging that wall back there, brother. I appreciate it. JD, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. That's actually, well, we'll talk about that in a second. So Backseat Driver says he loves the videos. Thank you, brother. Definitely, because White Whale Comics just did it, I will shout it out. JD, thank you for the super chat. As you guys know, when I reached 1,000 subscribers, that was the last thing that I needed to reach. I had already exceeded 4,000 watch hours thanks to you guys out there watching my content. But the 1,000 and the 4,000 watch hours put me over the top. The channel was just approved for monetization like 3 or 4 days ago. So you're now going to start to see ads in the videos and things like that. But what comes along with that is the super chat feature that JD just used. So JD, thank you for that, brother. I don't really fully know how it works, but I appreciate it. I'm sure I'll learn more about it. But yeah, White Whale Comics, it was definitely a very productive and big year for me. I felt in many ways that I was actually playing catch up to the hobby because I had been away from it for so long that I felt a sense of urgency to catch up. And I spent a fair amount of money on those books behind me. But to be honest with you, in many cases, I was able to get some pretty awesome deals because I was paying attention and I was out there hunting, and I was hunting aggressively. And to that point, I actually have a couple of videos coming out soon that'll actually offer up to folks additional buying tips for buying comics, right? Whether you're a speculator or a long-term investor like me, I created a couple of videos that I'll be releasing. One of the videos was released maybe 2 weeks ago. So if you haven't seen that, look for that. But then I also have 2 and possibly 3 more videos coming out with buying tips for how to grow your collection in the way that you see fit, whether you're a speculator or whether you're a long-term collector. So, yeah, Backseat Driver says he watched my videos in which I unboxed these. It's been a big year, brother. I mean, like, and someone said to me at one point, is every video you make an unboxing? Well, it was because I was buying a lot of books trying to play catch up, you know? Rush Die Hard is here. How you doing here? Brett Hess says that comic book collecting is a beautiful thing. It definitely is. And thank you to all you guys that are saying thanks. I appreciate every single one of you guys for sticking with me, for joining these chats, for watching these videos, for giving the videos the thumbs up and all that kind of stuff, because you don't have to do any of it. And the fact that you guys choose to, it actually means a lot. And as I've said many, many, many times, what this is about sharing what could be a lonely hobby with other people, right? Guys and girls that are just passionate about this hobby. And for me, that's what makes it really cool. So in that spirit of cool things and community, I'm actually going to show you guys the books that I'm going to be giving away. So what I want to do is I'm going to flash the book up, and then I'm going to tell you what the book is and then also the number. What you want to do is you want to keep track of the numbers of the book, right? There's a blue sticky on each one. Write it down. If you are a winner, and there will be 8 winners tonight, you will be able to pick 2 books. And so if you answer a question correctly, I will ask you to tell me which 2 books you want. You give me the numbers on the books, I set them aside, and then I package them up for you. All right. So the first book is a Superman Sears Special Edition number 1. This was a free book, and this is book number 1. This book was wonderfully donated by C. Woodard. I actually won his contest recently, and this was one of the books that I actually won. Another book that I won from C. Woodard was this one, Amazing Spider-Man number 796, and this is book number 2. So this is a second print, I do believe, of that, or it's a variant, second print. The next book is Plastic number 1, and this is book number 3. And you see the blue stickers down here. I love painter's tape number 3. Next up, we have Iron Fist number 80. This is part of the Damnation story arc. This is book number 4. Next, we have Doctor Strange, also part of Damnation, book 388. This is number 5. Next, we have, I can't remember who donated this, and if it was you, I say thank you, but someone sent me an A-OK for the purpose of being able to give back to the community, so I appreciate that, but at the moment, I cannot remember who it was. This is True Believers number 1, and this is book number 6. So if you don't have Amazing Spider-Man 129, here's a True Believers for you, and again, this is book number 6. Another Iron Fist Damnation book. This is number 7. This is issue 79 and book number 7. Next up, we have a conversation that I had with Matt recently about Star Wars versus Star Trek. We have Star Trek number 4 with a date stamp, newsstand edition. This is number 8, book number 8. Next up, Doctor Strange number 381, book number 9. Just a Rican, how you doing, brother? We have Tech Jansen. This is number 1, book number 10. Not sure where this book came from. Manifest Destiny number 5, book number 11. These are all books that are going to be given away as part of tonight's trivia night, so make sure you write down these books. This is Skin Graft. I have no clue what this is. It's a DC book, number 12. These are all books that you will have an opportunity to pick from, so make sure that you write down. Yeah, I think that was Stephen. So write down the blue number so that you can actually pick these books. If you participated in a comic book war that Matt and I did the other day, you will recognize this one shot. This is book number 13. Book number 13, this is where the tide started to change for me in comic wars. So this book is up. Another book, Wanderers, a DC book, number 14. I think this might be Wanderers number 9, yeah. So this is book number 14. We have Lobo Crotch, number 15. Book number 15. Weird World, number 16. It's book number 16 here. We have Master of Kung Fu, number 17. This is a holdover from a previous trivia night, but it is back up. Masters of Kung Fu. In pretty decent shape. A couple of spine ticks, but it's not bad. And then the last book that we have up for now is Justice League of America, number 1. This is book number 18. So hopefully you guys were able to see all those books. And again, if you, I'll show them again if necessary, but hopefully you guys were able to kind of jot those down as we went through them. And we will get started. So again, the rules for this is I have 8 questions in front of me. These 8 questions are derived from general comic book knowledge and sometimes derived from videos that I have released previously. So if you watch my previous videos, like Backseat Driver has been doing for the last 2 days, you will be in good shape to answer, category number 2. If you have been reading comics for a while and paying attention to what's happening in Marvel, DC, Image, you will be good for category number 1. And if you are watching my videos and reading comic books, you should be good for both categories. But what we're going to do is I'm going to read off these 8 questions. And if you are the first to respond, where I see that you have responded here in the chat, you will, and you answer it correctly, you will be allowed to pick 2 books from the stack of books that I just showed. You tell me which books you want, I set those books aside, and at the end of the night, you send me an email to RegieCollects@gmail.com. And in that email, you tell me which 2 books you picked, your screen name on here on YouTube, and your mailing address. And then I will bundle everything up and send it to you, right? So if you win, I see you, you send me an email, RegieCollects@gmail.com. It's R-E-G-I-E. Reggie is 1 G, not 2. Send me an email. I will bundle everything up for you. All right. So Comic Geek McD, how you doing, brother? And so Comic Geek McD, who is in another country, reminds me of a point. So if you are not in the United States, you can still participate in the contest. What you do is if you answer the question, I see it, and you win, I will send $10 via PayPal to you. So when you send your email, what you do is you remind me of who your screen name is. You remind me that I'm going to pay you $10 because I get a lot of emails. So remind me of that. Give me your email address associated with your PayPal account, and I will send you $10 US in whatever currency your country offers. So that is for all of you guys that are outside of the United States. I still want you guys to participate in the contest. All right. So we got a couple of new people here. Kingpin Comics is here. Bad Dad just got here. Welcome, brother. Christopher Briggs, the Ghost Writer's in the house. And then, of course, Comic Book McGee. So we have 44 of you guys in here. So we're going to let it rip. All right. So the first question, you guys ready? First question for Trivia Night number 3 is, what 3 superheroes comprise the Trinity in DC Comics? What 3 superheroes comprise the Trinity in DC Comics? Bake the Snake. Yeah, it is tough tonight, brother. JM Comics says Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman. JM Comics is our first winner off of the top. And for you guys that cannot spell, like I cannot, spelling does not count, except if it counts, because I'll say like spelling counts here. So JM off the top gets the first one. It seems like everybody knows the answer to that question. As a non-DC guy, I found that out probably a month ago. I was looking at some great art from Michael Turner and also from Jim Lee, and it was of the Trinity. And I was like, that's a great photo. And that's how I learned about the Trinity. So never too old to learn. JM Comics, you are tonight's winner. So make sure you send me that email to, I'm sorry, JM, because you are the winner, which 2 books do you want? I got ahead of myself there. Which 2 books do you want, JM? So I can set those aside. A DC question from a non-DC guy. That is correct, my friend. JM says he'll take the Lobo crotch in that ASM. Let's see what ASM book it is. This one right here. ASM, that one. And Tracy, my thing, brother, is that I want this to be as inclusive as possible. So it is DC. I think I have some Image stuff in here. I think I've done some Valiant stuff in the past. We are equal opportunity on this channel, brother. So those are the 2 books that JM just won. And his question, this Lobo crotch embossed foil is just, that is spectacular right there. Reminds me of a new series that I'm about to start called Digging in My Shorts. So you guys stay tuned for that. His question was, what 3 superheroes comprise the Trinity in DC Comics? JM answered that question correctly. So those are coming your way, brother. All right. So we got a couple of people in here. DS Comics is saying that I've been doing DC chats. I have been. And I'm going to tell you, if you guys have participated in those chats, I promise you, there is a question in here related to those chats. I promise you. It's a foil, brother. It is a foil crotch. Do you see this? Do you see this? Not only is it foil, it's embossed. There's texture to this crotch right here. Texture. So yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man's books, you guys know that. They typically go pretty early. JD, brother, I will not be adding DC books to my pull list. That will not be happening, my friend. Comic Book McD, you know we love our crotches in the United States, my friend. All right, so are you guys ready for the second question? Here we go. Question number 2. Who is your cosmic daddy? Who is your cosmic daddy? Who is the character known as the cosmic daddy? That would make a great thumbnail. John's Comics with Kids on the first try. Comics with Kids. You are the winner there. If you guys have not, I started my day with John and I am ending my day with John. He has a wonderful chat that he does with his daughters on Saturday morning. I woke up, I had a cup of coffee, and I'm sitting there enjoying his two kids, showing him up on camera. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch that chat he does every Saturday morning with his wonderful girls, I highly encourage it. I actually gave my boy a comic book today. I gave him his first comic book today, and it's already been ripped up. So it's already been ripped up. All right, so John's Comics with Kids is going with book number 13 and book number 5. And I will show those in just a moment as soon as I find them. So I know that if Matt were here, he'd cry because this wonderful book is going bye-bye. This is where it all turned for him. So this is a really cool homage cover to Conan, which I think is really cool. And then he also picked up the Doctor Strange Damnation story arc number 388. And I think that both of these books are in decent shape. So you will be very happy with those books, brother. Yeah, this Vampirella is really cool. Definitely a cool book. Backseat Driver, thank you for stopping by, brother. I appreciate you hanging out for just a little bit. Crotch texture. Oh man, you are hilarious. 2 nights of participating in trivia. Who's doing my trivia night? Someone else doing trivia night? Biters. Yeah, I think the books are in pretty good shape, brother. So like I said, you should be pretty happy with them when you get them. And as you know, all of these books are going to be sent first class in Gemini shippers, so they should arrive to you guys in pretty good shape in a timely manner. So a couple of really cool books gone already right off the top, and we are only on question number 2. All right, so got it. I got you. I was hoping somebody wasn't stealing my trivia night idea. You know, I'm trying to be unique over here. All right, guys, so we're ready for question number 3. Reggie versus Legend tonight. Oh, man. Sorry, great Legend. I apologize, brother. I didn't know he was doing this auction tonight. I know at one point somebody was trying to coordinate activities for chat so that we didn't conflict with one another. But it's tough. It really is tough to balance that when people have busy lives and, you know, channels to run, you know, so it's tough. But I didn't know he was going live, or else I would have tried to you know, do something a little bit different. Tracy is best with Oblivion like 2 hours later. It's all good, brother. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right. So number 3, question number 3. Who created the comic book called Wetworks? And the hint is that it was a former X-Men artist. Who created the book called Wetworks? And DS Comics is saying lots of active viewers all around, which I think is good. And Kingpin Comics got it. Kingpin got it. Well done, Kingpin Comics off the top. And it is Whilce Portico. I guess that's how you say his name. Don't hold me to it. Porticio, whatever. You guys know who I'm talking about. Whilce is the guy. He created Wetworks back in the day. So Kingpin Comics, tell me which 2 books you want and I will set them aside. Yeah, DS Comics, my hope is that there are enough viewers to go around that, you know, we're not pulling from one another, you know. So yeah, sorry guys. Again, the thing is, lag is real. Lag is a real thing, so I apologize for that. I'm doing the best that I can, you know. So thank you, Comic Geek McD. Thank you. He says here that the trivia night is a great idea. I thought so, and I'm glad to see that people are pretty receptive to it. We've had a lot of great people hang out for the trivia night, so it's been pretty well received. So my goal is to continue doing it and keep giving books away so that people can have fun. All right, so Kingpin Comics says he wants 2 books, the Superman and the JLA. So this book, Superman Sears Special Edition, features the first chapter of All-Star Superman graphic novel. This is by Grant Morrison. Really cool book here. Great cover. Thank you, Truman. I appreciate that. This will be an answer to the next trivia night. This textured crotch. Can't go wrong. And he also picked up, Kingpin Comics did, JLA number 18. Kingpin Comics actually just picked up some really cool books. He and I were texting via Instagram earlier today, and he was sharing with me a couple of really cool books that he picked up. So if you guys aren't checking out Kingpin Comics' feed on Instagram, I highly encourage you to do so. He has a couple of really cool books, including a Marvel Age number 12, which features some early artwork from Spider-Man, his black costume, which is near and dear to my heart. So he saved that for last in the video that he sent me, which I thought was really cool, you know. Thank you, Comic Geek. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. I really do. So my whole thing is if people are sitting here staring at my face, the least I can do is give a shout out to some other guys that are doing really cool things. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. All right. So we have 3 questions down so far, 6 books gone, but a nice stack still off to the side. So we are going to... we're gonna do question number 5. All right, now this is a long question. This is a long one. So the answer's short, but the question is long. So the question is, will you be able to answer it partway through? Spider-Man was the first to have a costume made from the alien symbionte. The second was Eddie Brock, who became the villain known as Venom. Which comic book marked Venom's first appearance? Venom's first appearance was what? I need the title and the book number. Oh, Aaron Jones. Is that a correct answer? ASM 3000? I don't know. No, Aaron Jones got it. Aaron Jones got it. I know that was a slight typo. Or he just fell asleep on the keyboard with the extra 0 there. So Aaron Jones, first time I've seen you here, first time viewer, I'm guessing, correct me if I'm wrong, and first time winner, congratulations to you, brother. Please let me know, Lethal Protector number 1. Good job, Shadowhammer. All right, so Aaron Jones, let me know which books you want, unless you are outside the United States. In that case, I won't need to know that. We are going, Thunder God, we are going with number 300 because we are assuming that it is the first full appearance and not a cameo. So we are going with 300. Trying to get me on a technicality over there. You have 1 signed by 3 people. That is correct. No, you don't win anything for that, Tracy. You are always trying to win some stuff over there, brother. You guys are hilarious. So you don't get anything for that signed book back there, my friend. All right, so Aaron Jones, let me know which 2 books you want, brother, so that I can set these aside for you. We have... he typed too fast. He takes 6 and 8. So let's see what Aaron picked. So next week, guys, I have a pretty big week coming up. I think I have 4 videos that are going live next week, Monday through Thursday. All of them going live at 3:30 Pacific time. So I hope you guys get a chance to check them out. I think there's some pretty cool stuff that's actually coming out. So it is on my wall. It is indeed on my wall. All right, so he picked book number, what did he say, 6 and 8? Is that what I saw? Chat's going pretty fast. All right, so I think this was correct. He picked the Star Trek book number 4. And he also picked the True Believers. This is 129. True Believers is book number 6, True Believers number 1. So just to be clear, those are the 2 books that he picked. Just remember, guys, that you can only win 1 time, but I highly encourage, 1 time per night, but I highly encourage you guys to hang around and, you know, kind of participate, right? Because that's what this is all about. So So DS Comics is doing a little promotion there. He says, people watching the live chat here Monday, come on over to Bub's Comics. So I think that Bub's Comics is the no faces chat that they do, which I think is really cool. So if you guys get a chance, be sure to check out DS Comics and the rest of his buddies over there. Bub's Comics is a good dude, and I think that is indeed the no faces chat that they do. So if you guys get a chance, be sure to swing by and check that out. All right. So that is 4 questions down, and I'll show you guys the books that have been picked because I think they're cool. We have a Crotchy Lobo here, Amazing Spider-Man second print variant. Yes, sir. No faces chat. Thanks for the, no doubt, brother. Just went to True Believers and the Star Trek book. Those 2 are gone. JLA, really cool cover there featuring the Trinity, which was one of tonight's questions, and then a cool Superman Sears edition. That's a special edition because isn't Sears going out of business? We have some Doc Strange, Damnation, and then a wonderful Vampirella cover there. All right, cool. So next question, we are going to jump into Shadow Hammer says if he doesn't win anything, he thinks he should get a virtual high five. Hey, the dude, I guess that's how you say it. Those are actually hanging on the wall. If you go look at my playlist when you get a chance, I think it's a playlist called Comic Room or something like that. In there, I actually talk about the mounts that I use on the wall, so check that out. In that video or that playlist, I talk about my my lights in the room, UV protection, the mounts on the wall. I show you guys like how the room is kind of set up. So check that playlist out. And if you can't find it, post a message to this chat when it goes up, and I will put you a link in there so that you can check it out. All right. So those things. No, Tracy's Best. We don't have any Boris Karloff books anymore. I think most of those away already. So, but yeah, definitely check out the playlist to see that stuff. I think again, what I try to do is, you guys have noticed this. If you hang around, I do themes by and large, right? And so I'll get on the topic and then I'll do multiple videos around that topic, and then I'll set up a playlist, right? So if you're newly back to comics or new to comics period, like I have a lingo playlist where I have 4 videos that talks about commonly used lingo, right? And I'm thinking about doing another because people don't know what A-OK is, an act of kindness. So there's a couple of terms I may do. If you're looking for investment or how to invest, how to ship books, like I have a playlist on a lot of different topics. So be sure to check out those playlists. All right. So we are 4 questions down. We are halfway through trivia night number 3. And welcome to all the guys that just got here. If you guessed correctly, can you give me a plug on your pre-workout? So the Closet Geek, I use a pre-workout. What the heck is it called? I'll have to think about it. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But it's actually available on Amazon. So if I remember, I will tell you. And if I forget, make sure you send me a message and I will try to tell you exactly what the name of the pre-workout is. All right. All right. So question number 5. You guys ready? Question number 5. In Fantastic Four number 48, Galactus acquires a herald in exchange for not destroying his planet. The Silver Surfer is born. Which planet was saved? 48, Galactus, Herald, didn't destroy a planet. What was the name of the planet? And the Silver Surfer is hanging back there on the wall. Number 48, it is not Krypton. Oh, where's JD when you need him? Zen-La, Bronze Age John. Well done. Bronze Age John. I'm writing your name down. Good. There you go. It is indeed Zen-La. That is the name of the planet. Very good. I'm actually, Bronze Age John, tell me which 2 books you want so I can set those aside. I am working on a theory about how things may go, and it is related to the Celestials and the seeds that they plant and planets being destroyed or not destroyed. If I continue down this path and it nets out the way that I think it may go, I'll have a really cool video to drop. Candy Grant Man, it is not Norrin Rad. That is his name, but that is not his planet. That is not his planet. I'm not a Marvel fan except for Deadpool, Spider-Man, and Wolverine. Brother, we've had like 2 DC questions already tonight. The Watcher shoes are purple. Those are slip-ons. Those are fancy slip-ons made from Crown Royal bags. No, Zenla is not mentioned in FF48, but I am making a point about the Silver Surfer, etc., etc. It's like the background. Thunder God keeps trying to catch me on technicalities here. All right. I don't know. Oh, so Bronze Age John, my guess is that you just showed up. Sorry about that, buddy. So I'll show you a couple of books. Each one of the books has a piece of painter's tape on there with a number. So pay attention to that, jot down the numbers, and then let me know. This is book number 3. Iron Fist, number 80 is book number 4. Iron Fist number 79 is number 7. Doctor Strange number 381 is number 9. Tech Jansen with Stephen Colbert is number 10. Manifest Destiny number 5 is book number 11. Skin Graft is number 12. Wanderers, a DC book, is number 14. Weird World is number 16. Masters of Kung Fu is number 17. And you guys are talking about Eternals movie. I can't wait for it either. Supposedly that book is set before the MCU even began. It's set like millions of years ago. And I think that, in my opinion, they may be laying the foundation for how they are going to introduce mutants into things. Because if you think about it, the Celestials came in and they tinkered with some genes and stuff like that, which gave rise to deviations and deviants and mutations, etc., etc. I think it's how they're going to kind of plant the seed for mutants being introduced into the MCU. So Eternals 1 and 10 are haha, yes, especially. I would completely agree. I actually have almost 2 full runs of Eternals. I picked those up well over 6 months ago, and they're great books. Great read, but also really great books. So we're gonna set to the side number 9 and number 17. I think because you said what you said there, DS Comics, the Masters of Kung Fu is now gone. This is actually a holdover from 2 trivia nights. Masters of Kung Fu number 25, that is a good book, I think, in really decent shape. And Doctor Strange number 381 is also gone. All right, so there you go. Those 2 books are set aside for Bronze Age John. And very good on that question. All right, so here we go. Here is a DC question. Go figure. What DC comic did I recently attempt to read? What DC comic did I recently attempt to read? Gibson, yes, that is still a no, brother. Still a no on that DC, on that Superman book. Gray Matter Hulk got it right. Gray Matter Hulk has it correct. Indeed, I attempted to read Kingdom Come. It is somewhere in this box right here. Here it is, Kingdom Come. Some wonderful Alex Ross artwork in this book. I sat down and attempted to read this thing and did not realize that I needed to be in a quiet place to actually read this book. But I want to give a shout out to my buddy Big Will, who sent this book over to me. Brother, I tried to read it. I will try again at some point, but I wanted to give Big Will a shout out for hooking me up with a couple of cool books, including this wonderful book here featuring some Alex Ross artwork. So Gray Matter Hulk, let me know which books you want, brother, and then I will set them to the side for you. Oh, he already says 3 and 16. So he is going to take 3 and 16. I think you guys are following DS Comics, man. He is telling you guys where to go. All right, so here we go. All right, so here we go. We have Weird World. This is number 16. This is a book that Gray Matter Hulk just set to the side. And then he also picked up Plastic number 1. Both of these books are, I think, in great shape. I'm going to set these to the side for you, brother, and then I will get these out to you. So there we go. Where are we going? I picked up and realized it was DC. No, I want to remain open to all books, and I just talk trash about DC because it's fun, but I actually sat down and I tried to read that book. I had every intention. I think I made it through like 5 pages, 6 pages maybe, and then just realized it was over my head. I am, however, still committed to reading a DC book. I am going to read one. I may start off with just a floppy, single character book, and I'll start off easy and try to work my way into it. So, all right, let me check one thing here. One thing. All right, so I think it was Closet Geek. The name of the pre-workout that I use is called KTA. KTA from a company called Peak Fit Labs. Peak Fit Labs group, a couple of really good guys that I've gotten to know over the years, and I've been using their pre-workout probably for like almost a year and a half, maybe even 2 years. But I've been using their pre-workout, their multivitamin, their BCAAs, and there was one other product that my wife does my vitamins for me, so I have to look to see which one it is. It may be omega-3 fatty acids. So wonderful company, Peak Fit Labs. The pre-workout is called KTA. So check them out. I think you can actually order it off of peakfitlabs.com or off of Amazon. If you search for it, you should be able to get it. All right. All right, so someone is saying, Bronze Age John is saying, read Mr. Marvel. I will write a note here. I'm sorry, Mr. Miracle. Sorry about that. Comic Geek McD says he loves both DC and Marvel. Yeah, man, I think if you can do it, that's great. I just like to talk a little trash, you know? Yeah, the Closet Geek, the KTA is a pretty good, Mr. Marvel was a slip. KTA is actually a pretty good pre-workout. I have no complaints about it, to be honest with you, and I've given it to several people, and they seem to really enjoy it as well. So it's a pretty good product. Mixes well, same thing with their BCAAs, mix pretty well. So, all right, so here we go. New Mr. Miracle is amazing, but I think you have to, okay, yeah. See, that's the thing is I want to ease into the DC stuff. And what I'm worried about is, you know, sometimes if you read a book where you need too much backstory, you won't really be able to appreciate the book for what it is, right? So the question becomes, is there a book, is there a title to read where you don't necessarily need all that, or some of the backstory is built into the issue so you can kind of get up to speed a little bit, where you can actually appreciate it, right? So I don't know, but I will continue to keep my eyes open to see whether I can find something that I can kind of dig into, because again, I want to remain open to all this stuff. All right, so here we go. We have 2 questions left, 2 more opportunities to be a big winner. All right, scratch my note out here about the pre-workout because I answered that question. All right, so the next one up is, after the murder of his parents, Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, traveled to the Orient for many years to study in various monasteries. From which of the following did he derive most of his philosophical and martial arts training? After the murder of his parents, Bruce Wayne went to the Orient. Which of the following did he learn most of it, right? This is looking for a religion, not for a person. Studying in various monasteries. From which following did he derive his philosophical and martial arts training? So we're looking for a religion, not an individual. Mark Spector got it right. And that seemed to be a hard question because I'm not seeing, there we go. The answers are starting to flow in now. Mark Spector, you answered that one correctly. So thank you for that. It is not Jedi. Jay Perry, how you doing, brother? All right, so Mark Spector, tell me which 2 books you want, brother, so I can set those to the side for you. So we have Scientology, Jehovah's Witnesses, Thunder God, brother, come on, cut me some slack here. Cut me some slack. You know, we are all about fun on this channel. You know what I'm saying? All right, so thank you guys. Mark Spector says he wants 10 and 2. So let's see what's in here. No, 2 is not available. 10 is right here. Let me know what other, you guys are hilarious. You guys are hilarious. So we have Iron Fist, a couple of Iron Fist books left, Manifest Destiny, Skin Graft, and Wanderers. Those are the books that are left. So let me know which one of those. You guys are hilarious. All right, so he is going to take Manifest Destiny. Mark Spector is picking up Manifest Destiny and also this Stephen Colbert book. This is a thick book, brother. It's gonna cost me a lot to mail that, but you were very welcome for that. All right, so we have 1 more question left and we have 4 books left. We have The Wanderers, Skin Graft, whatever the heck that is, Iron Fist 79 and Iron Fist 80 left behind. So those are the books that we are gonna pick from for this next one. And Mark, you just lost 1 book because you spelled my name incorrectly. I am joking, but not really. R-E-G-I-E. You guys are hilarious. All right, so we have 1 question left. 1 question left before we wrap up. Trivia night number 3. All right, so here we go. The last question. I'll take the 2 that are left after the final answer. I actually watched Blade. I watched Blade last night before I fell asleep, and then I finished watching the rest of it today. Blade 1. I think it's a really good movie. So I enjoyed that. So I thought it was a really good movie. It is not Batwing, by the way. All right. Here we go. Brother, I am teasing you, Mark Spector. I am teasing you. And yes, DS Comics Blade was a really good movie. Some of the dialogue was a little corny, but who cares? The action scenes were incredible. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. So, all right, here we go. Last question. Who created the original artwork for AF-15? Who created the original artwork for AF-15? DS Comics says that Wesley Snipes is one of the best action actors out there. Ooh, Goomba. Woo, Goomba. Goomba's got a great channel, by the way. Goomba off the top got it correct. And it is indeed Steve Ditko. He created the original artwork for Amazing Fantasy 15 that was rejected by Stan Lee. And Stan, of course, then went to Jack Kirby, who created the artwork, and that became the cover of AF-15. And then the artwork that Steve Ditko created actually appeared in a couple of different places, a fan magazine in the 60s, a reprint magazine in the UK in the 70s, and then it also appeared on Amazing Spider-Man number 700. And so if you are interested in any of that stuff tonight, go back because I have videos on at least 2 of those things. I don't have 700, but I do have the fan magazine and also the book from the UK. So if you guys get a chance, swing by, check out those videos. You might learn a little something and also be able to pick up a really cool book if you are interested in that. So I need for Goomba to tell me which 2 books he wants. Goomba, let me know which 2 books you want and I will set those books aside for you. Goomba, let me know which 2 books you want and then I will set those to the side. All right. Give it a second here. I'm gonna look up a couple of things because I am never as prepared. He takes, oh, so you want the FF48? The 4 and the ASM. Did you want the X-Men 1 too? Did you want that one too? Because I can get that one for you. Goomba, you are one funny guy. That is not going to happen, my friend. So let me know which 2 books you actually want, and then I will hook you up with those. That is a good try. If you had come in earlier, Goomba, you could have gotten a True Believers of reprint of 129. That was up for grabs tonight. You definitely could have gotten that one. All right, it's all good, brother. At least you showed up, and I definitely appreciate that. I appreciate you coming by and hanging out for just a little bit. All right, I'm trying to see if I can find a bonus question for you guys. It is really hard to do that. All right, we'll see. All right, so you want me to surprise you, Goomba? I will split the difference on a couple of things, and I will send that to you. All right, so again, if you won Trivia Night tonight, make sure that you send me an email to RegieCollects@gmail.com, Reggie with 1 G. In that email, put your screen name, your real name, your mailing address, and the 2 books that you picked tonight. Send me an email with those things so that I can send these books out to you. All right, so we are going to do 1 bonus question, and we will see whether I can actually do it the right way. So I recently picked up some books using eBay Bucks. Name one of the books that I picked up with those eBay Bucks. And I actually need to look myself because I don't remember all of them. I remember one that I was super proud of. So, Thanatos. Just a Rican, I forgot your shout out. Did I owe you a shout out, my friend? I owed somebody a high five because they didn't win. So high five that. Oh, Gray Matter Hulk off the top with the Wolverine 10. Wow. Unfortunately, my friend, you cannot win again. 1 winner per night. 1 winner per night. Bad Dad tells me great party. Serve snacks next time. Just a Rican and his comics, brother. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out for just a little bit. Good night to you, my friend. We cannot do that one because we already named. We got to come up with another bonus question because that bonus question isn't gonna work now. That one's not gonna work. Okay, so here's one. Here's one. I took a trip to visit a collection of 400 long boxes. What city or state was that collection in? What city or state was the collection in that I went to go look at? Tracy is best. There you go. Tracy, finally with the win. And Tracy, before you even ask, no, you can't have anything off my wall. No, but I will give you some books that are left over. So Tracy is best. There you go, brother. These are your books. These are the books that are left over for you, brother. You are welcome. You are welcome. All right, so there we go. Again, if you were one of tonight's winners, be sure to send me the email so that I can get these books out to you guys. Comic Geek McD, thank you for the kind words about the wall back there. As I mentioned to you guys earlier in the chat, I actually only owned one of those books when the year started. So it has been an incredible year for me personally and for my collection. I feel like it's grown tremendously over this last year. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next year because I've had such an amazing year. But that'll just be an opportunity for me to continue growing as a collector and as a YouTuber, finding new ways to kind of challenge myself. So Reggie got some books for you. Yeah, DS Comics, I welcome that, brother. A couple of people have sent me books that were actually in the stacks tonight. So if you do indeed have books that you want to donate to Trivia Night, by all means, please send them over. Send me an email or send me a message and I can give you the address to send those books to. Goomba, brother, thank you for joining the chat. I'm glad that you enjoy Trivia Night. We are definitely going to do Trivia Night again. And as I mentioned before, there are folks out there like DS Comics that see some of the things that I'm doing here on the channel and through me want to give back to the community. So I think I will have a special announcement coming up soon for you guys to be able to participate in something really cool. So stay tuned for that. And as I mentioned earlier, you know, this channel is all about like sharing some information with folks, but also trying to have some fun. That's what this is all about. Because at the end of the day, this is comic books and it should be fun. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I hope that you enjoyed Trivia Night. Stay tuned because we will be doing Trivia Night again, but we will also be doing Comic Book War on November 12th. So hopefully you guys will join Matt, aka Thanatos, and myself on November 12th for Comic Book War number 2. I won round number 1. Round 2 will take place on Matt's channel. So I hope that you guys will be able to join us. As always, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me just a little bit. I hope that you guys enjoyed yourselves. Take care.